Called a catastrophe of major proportions. The Caribbean island nation of Haiti has been rocked by its biggest earthquake in more than 200 years. The 7.0 quake hit just south of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and was followed by 24 strong aftershocks. There's been widespread damage and panic as the tremors levelled buildings across the region. Hundreds of people are feared dead.
This story of friendship starts just after one of the worst humanitarian disasters in recent memory. This story is about resilience and perseverance of an entire nation and an outstanding individual within this struggling nation who continues to fight for his vision of a better country. It was a terrible disaster in this nation of Haiti that brought Claudel and I together. On January 12, 2010, a 7.0 earthquake would destroy Port-au-Prince within minutes, killing over 250,000 people and displacing millions. Thousands were injured and the nation's already strained healthcare system collapsed. Hundreds of nurses and other medical providers would be lost beneath the rubble of collapsed buildings and hospitals throughout the city. People were hungry, thirsty, and left to live beneath tarps in stifling heat and lack of sanitation. The world mobilized aid, and thousands of volunteers poured into the country to help. When I arrived in Haiti, we were fortunate enough to collaborate with several grassroots organizations and established a field hospital in Beaujeu Park, a children's amusement park which still had 4 good walls for security and several outdoor shelters for providing care. Claudel showed up to the park looking to help. He had lost his home, but his family was safe. He wanted to help his community and figured he could translate for the foreign medical volunteers at Beaujeu Park. Over the coming months, the nation remained in disaster mode. Recovery was painfully slow and made worse by a cholera outbreak that killed an additional 10,000 people. Claudel translated for our medical teams throughout the year, and incredibly, he and other translators were learning medicine from our clinical interactions. The patients would describe their problems and then he would translate our treatments and procedures to them. It was only natural that Claudel would ask us to teach him how to be an EMT. Soon after graduation, Claudel found himself working at the emergency department at Bernard Mev's Hospital, the only trauma-capable hospital in Port-au-Prince. Then he was hired by a nonprofit startup called Haiti Air Ambulance and has been flying as a member of the medical crew ever since. He's accompanied by paramedics and nurses from the United States. Claudel took things further. He and his colleagues envisioned a community first responder organization to increase the pre-hospital emergency capacity of his country. Leveraging his experience and advanced clinical knowledge, he began teaching hundreds of community first responders, free of charge and on a volunteer basis. Long after the earthquake volunteers left his country, Claudel took the torch and established himself as a natural leader in his community. For his dedication to emergency medicine, we are going to make Claudel's dream come true. We're going to send Claudel to a paramedic program at Dixie State University in the United States. Once he completes his training, he'll return to Port-au-Prince, and he will be Haiti's first working paramedic, undoubtedly changing lives for years to come. And we need your support. Donations are always welcome, but just as important, we need your help spreading the word and reaching new friends. We are launching Operation Good Karma. Please help us get the word out and help this incredible person go to paramedic school. Thank you.